I love that tune. I love that tune.
All right,
can't get enough of that open.
No, can't. It's great.
All right, welcome back to the OG Minifans Show on the Kirkman Hand Network. I'm Steve from Providence, TJ Hubbard, Tim and Canton, and intern Justin producing for us. Gentlemen, I'm going to start off by asking you both a question. If you got invited to either graduation or a wedding or even a funeral, on the invitation, what would be the most important thing, TJ, that you would want on that?
Who? Yeah.
What do
you?
I
can't get invited to a funeral if I don't know who's dead.
Are you an owl or something? Listen to me. What is the most important thing of an invitation?
I need to know who it is.
Tim, do you happen to know what the most important thing on an invitation is?
Maybe the date and time?
How about the address?
Oh, that's a pretty important.
The address. The reason why, TJ, like I was telling you when we talked on the phone a half an hour ago, is because the show has been promoting the wrong address.
Well, see, now when you say an event, not a funeral, an event, I'd like to know who died. If you're talking an event, an address is most important. Yes. And that address is not 2 Dragonfly Drive. It is number 4 Dragonfly Drive. However, not that big of a difference. Once you pull into Dragonfly Drive, there's no mistaking where it is.
Well, what if you do go to 2 Dragonfly? Are you going to be like, thrown in the basement with a ball gag?
You would be looking at my skinny doppelganger.
It's his brother's.
And probably staring at a barrel of a gun. So I wouldn't show up at 2 Dragonfly Drive anytime soon.
It's his brother's.
It's kind of important.
Yes, it's his brother's.
So you doxed your brother to the Miniverse.
I mean, have fun. He'll be there.
I just want to know.
You guys get to meet him. He's a good guy.
You've told me about both of them. Which one are we talking about? You don't have to say names.
The middle brother.
Don't go to two Dragonfly by accident. You'll be eating your own teeth.
Hey, don't worry about it. He's a nice guy. There's plenty of parking right when you pull on Dragonfly Drive. There's plenty of parking everywhere. There's going to be plenty of food, tables, chairs, the whole 9 yards. We are good to go.
It's not where they thought they were going.
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
Listen, there's no mistaking. You go down there, you're going to see it.
I just think it's funny that the show for the last 3 days has been saying the absolute wrong address, and you did send Mike the correct address, right?
At first, I initially sent him the wrong one, and that was corrected within a minute.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, that's to be expected, but
yeah,
fine.
whatever. I mean, again, not that big of a deal unless you want to get shot in the face.
All right, so now what is as far as the timeline, because they didn't get too much into it. So as far as the timeline at 4 Dragon, what is it? Dragonfly. What
those things that eat mosquitoes.
What time should people be showing up there for those that are going?
Well, we have kind of a special announcement that you and I, and I think Tim is going to remotely join us to do an OG live show before Mike and the Minifans. Wow. So I am thinking like 5 o'clock.
So people don't watch this when we do it on a regular day. No. You think that people are going to watch it on location?
Put it this way. I'm going to be handing out, I'll be handing out packs of baseball cards just to make people watch.
Okay. So that's you said
5 more. There'll be more of a roast of the crowd. Let's put it that way.
So that's at 5 o'clock.
Yes.
And then what's going on so that goes on, say we do a half an hour. Yeah, like we normally do. So then what goes on after that? So leave me alone. Tell me the timeline if you can.
Well, it's hard to pinpoint the timeline. We don't know how long the OG show is going to go. I suspect it ain't going to be long at all. Excuse me. And then Mike and the Minifans, he's guessing 7 to 8 o'clock. So maybe this time to eat, which is other news is that it's going to be catered. There's going to be a grill there. There's going to be burgers, dogs. There's going to be pizza. There's going to be a whole bunch of food. It is BYOB, and you're encouraged to bring a chair. There are chairs, but you're encouraged to bring your own chair if you can.
He's not supplying liquor?
He's not supplying liquor, no.
What the fuck?
Well, stop at the fucking store. 40 of them.
Well, I do have a question about that.
Ooh, let's go.
TJ, is there liquor over at 2 Dragonfly Drive that people could maybe stop by and grab some there?
There is,
and then bring it to number 4?
There'll be none over there.
Between you and your brother, will anyone else in the place have an opportunity to talk between you and your brother? Because I get a feeling that once you two get started, that there's not going to be a lot of room for anyone else's opinion.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine. It's all going to be good fun. Don't worry about it.
All right.
Yep.
So
Mike's going to have a blast.
So I'm curious because just like in Madawaska, they before they did the Madawaska show, they kind of went over some places where you could go, to either get something to eat or something like that. So is there any in that immediate vicinity, if people want to go get something to eat, is there anywhere else for people to go eat at?
Yeah, there is at least 3 or 4 Dunkin' Donuts within 2 miles, just like any city in New England. There's a Red Robin within a mile. Yep. There's a Texas Roadhouse within a mile. There's a Walmart within a mile. There's a Walgreens within a mile. There's no strip clubs within a mile. That's 2 or 3 miles away. That's not open anyway. Casino is in Oxford on the border. So that is 45 minutes away using the turnpike. So if you wanted to go up there, right now they're limiting the entrance to like 100 people. So you might be waiting. I don't know. It's kind of a mess. There's no card games yet. So not the biggest casino you'd ever see.
Well, because I'm sure this guy, what's his name again? Are you able to say his name or no? Or whatever his name
I think they did today, right?
His name's Jason. Yeah, his name's Jason.
Yeah. Okay, so Jason, I'm sure doesn't want people there till midnight. So if people,
want something to do, you don't care.
Well, if people want something to do, I'm always
so the other thing would be down at Pine Point Beach. There's 7 miles of beach. It goes from Pine Point to Old Orchard Beach, and I know a lot of the Minifans are staying along that strip. You can go out there, you can do fishing, you can jump in the water, you can play in the waves. It's going to be 80 degrees at night. The water's 75 degrees. I mean, you get 7 miles of fucking sandy beach.
Yeah. Well, according to Steve
today, broad down there, yeah.
Or guy, whatever your preference.
Whatever, it doesn't matter.
So, according to Steve, his comment was, you can come in early and then go out on Route 1. Basically said, play in traffic. He said the drive-in was on within walking distance of Route 1. I don't know what that actually means. I guess
it's on
if you're in the mood for a main buffet of freaking Mountain Dew and Pringles, I think that's what Steve had in mind. But maybe he just wants some Minifans to play in a little traffic on the way over to the Aqua Bargain.
Yeah.
Don't forget that's across the street.
So now, TJ, so in dealing with up there, so like myself, I'm driving up there and jumping in another car. Is there places around there for people to leave their cars or like parking rides?
There's a parking. So at Cabela's, there's a parking ride, and that's where RA met me when we went to Madawaska. You can park his car at Cabela's and the parking ride over there right off the turnpike in Scarborough. That's a perfect place to park your car.
So could people park at 2 Dragonfly Lane and walk over?
I'd advise against it. But
hey, no parking,
not unless you ask someone and they agree to it. Let's put it that way.
So there is.
I would stay off that property.
So that area where the theater is, where the drive-in is, there's a lot of opportunity for people to park their cars. That's not going to be an issue. And
not an issue. Not an issue at all.
And I'm sure people are going to be bringing in coolers. So there's places, the convenience stores around there to get ice and shit.
Right up and down Route 1. There's Dunson Corner has 2 or 3 stores. There's an ice cream shop.
Are you all right? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Getting the
you got it. First rule, you got to puke on camera. You have to puke.
Now we don't have to puke. I just had a burp. There's Southern Maine's largest flea market's right there in case you need to stop for anything.
Is it open?
Yes, it is open from 9 to 5, Monday through Monday. So
all
day. It's PAX. Lots of them.
They get lots of packs.
Yeah, lots of packs. There's a Subway right there, Dunson Corner. There's a little Chinese restaurant right up there too. There's a plethora of stuff up here.
Okay, good.
There is no this is not desolate wasteland between Madawaska and Santa Gat. There's stuff to do everywhere.
Okay.
So it's not like Dexter, Maine, is what you're saying.
No.
There's actually shit to do.
There's more than one Subway.
I think stuff like that is important because people are going to go up there blind. They're not going to know what's around there. So if someone happens to watch and you're able to give them some information.
And now Kirk has said it before. Once you get up here and you enjoy the spoils of Maine, it's hard to get out. Man, you like it. It's good. It's good living.
Well, to that point, the 3 things that you must comply with in order to stay overnight, if you're from Massachusetts, and Steve, I think Rhode Island too, right, is you have to have a negative test result 72 hours prior, or be quarantining for 14 days after you're there, or have had quarantine for 14 days prior to arriving.
I think that is not Rhode Island, by the way.
Oh, it's just Mass?
I think it's Massachusetts, and I think it's New York. If I'm not mistaken.
Thank God I've been vacationing in Maine for 3 weeks straight now.
Jeez, it's a great time. How is it up there in Freiburg?
It's chilly at night. The local what is it? The state bird, the black bug, is out every night. But it's beautiful during the day.
The Mingies.
So I'm just glad it came up so early.
I got a question for you guys. So I'm getting anxious about the show. So it's about 72 hours. We'll be knee deep in the show, the live show. Ooh. So what is it that you guys are looking for? I'll go with Tim first, since TJ's been yapping away for 10 minutes. What is something that, give me a couple things you're looking forward to about this show?
So I have FOMO from not going to Madawaska, and what I want from this show is something that won't be shared on the podcast, something that's not replayed, something that's just special for everybody that goes on Saturday or Sunday night. Okay. That's simple for me. And seeing everybody. Can't wait to see everybody.
The fuck are you laughing about?
I know you haven't an attack.
Something I saw earlier. Don't worry about it.
Was TJ, it one of our hogs?
No, TJ, no, don't worry about it.
What is it that you're something that you're looking forward to that
the interaction with all the Minifans, talking to everybody else. You know what I mean? That's what I love the most. I mean, the live show is going to be great. It's going to be awesome as always. But to see all the guys in person, to see all the people that we see online, we see in the chats, and on Twitter and the YouTube chats and Instagram, all that stuff. It's really something else to see. I know we're not going to be shaking hands. We're going to be tapping elbows, but it's good just to talk to them for a minute and actually get to know the people. So yeah. I like that. I'm a big interacting guy. So
sure. Well, for myself,
no hand jobs.
Make sure you bring that mask for that guy Joe. I still can't believe he didn't pick the shirt. But
the mask and the Barry Sanders card.
That mask. This thing's got so much DNA on that mask. Oh, gross! So that thing could stand up by itself at this point.
I think in all honesty, the biggest thing that the
stiff as a board, light as a feather. Stiff as a board, light as a feather. Stiff as a board, light as a feather.
The thing that the show does so good is not only interacting, but like when you do events like this, it kind of strengthens the fan base that you already have. Because what happens is people will leave this just like we left Madawaska or the Vigil or anything, and you feel even more positive about the podcast that you already love. So what this does is it kind of reinvigorates everyone that is already a fan. They leave here, they feel stronger about the show. And I really do believe that stuff like that even helps grow the audience.
And to that effect, I mean, there's people that are, coming with me that don't generally listen all the time to the podcast. Same. And they're coming with me and they're going to have one hell of a fucking time. And they're going to be like, holy shit, this is fucking amazing. And they're going to tell other people, it's not the pyramid scheme of podcasts, but it reaches out and, it starts to resonate across.
I agree. I'm going with 2 Minifans and a casual, more of a KNC fan than a Minifan. And he's really looking forward to it. Can't wait to meet.
Is that DEC?
Ooh, cut
Oh,
to
boy.
the bone.
Well, here's the deal with DEC. So that man has had his balls chopped off over the last couple of days. So
Jesus.
he made the unfortunate mistake. For one, he went at Red, and he asked him while he was following a certain somebody, and he said, "Well, why are you still following Bob Murchison's account?" And like he just got like fucking completely body bagged. And then today, so TJ puts up a gift at Big Cat, a gift at Big Cat. And
Shaka.
And then all of a sudden, DEC goes mouthing off saying, he calls him, like, I don't know, he calls him a snake or something. And Big Cat quote tweets and says, he's the best in the country. And DC just slithered away.
Oh, hang on a second. That was, slithered right away, right back into his fucking cave.
This is why TJ's so giddy tonight. Big Cat.
Yes.
Big Cat recognized him. Walking around with wood all night in the house.
I would say it was something about the fastest draw. TJ's my guy. Fastest draw in the country. Fastest. Bang, bang. Fastest draw in the country.
Is that now your screensaver? Is that true?
Exactly what I just looked at. You're 100% correct. Yes, it is.
You're honest.
Again, it's the fun in that is coming up with a gift like that and putting it up. It makes fun of someone too. It's but it's fun. It's all in good jest. So
yeah,
I do that with not just Big Cat. I do it with Mike. I do it with Steve. I do it with Kirk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
So,
understandable. So just a couple more things before we get out of it. It is going to be a short show tonight because we are doing one on Friday. And
can't wait.
I mean, can't wait. Me either.
Yeah, Tim, I'm not sure how it's going to work, but we're gonna make it work.
Probably similar to this. I'm still on vacation, so.
By the way, on the ends of the table, there's going to be an 8-foot carved bear on this side, and an 8-foot giant fucking cock on this side, carved, made of wood. Wait until you see these things. It's amazing.
Wow.
Way better than that painting in the background you have. I know that.
I'm speechless. I can't wait. So
this is gonna be unreal.
So we're gonna be like monitored by the FBI or something while we're all there.
It's gonna be the biggest cock you'd ever see in your life.
So
sorry, I'm gonna miss it.
So something
no, you're not.
Something that made me laugh. I always laugh. Certain things make me laugh, and the fat blind Mike jokes today were fucking fantastic. It made me laugh. I couldn't stop laughing today.
There's two things I've learned about Steve from Providence. It's visuals and audio make him laugh. And there is the blind Mike fat gifts make him giggle like a schoolgirl. And hearing Chris from Quantum Week talk just sets him off to the point where he can't control himself. No, and by the way, Chris is a super nice guy and he's very funny. Very funny.
I got a shameless plug. This morning I was sitting in my chair at about 5:10. And I was like, well, I've caught up on the podcast. What else is going on? And I see the Quantum Week had a little bit. So I started listening in. And man, when Chris gets going, he just goes this high pitched and awesome. My God, is it hilarious? Love those guys. So
huge fan of Chris. Huge fan.
Sure,
he's a good sport with everything. So now
he is. He really is.
This morning, John Featherston and Mike, I believe, blind prison Mike as well. I don't think there was a huge
who was a cop.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't.
Yeah, that's not secret. He's put that out there.
Has he?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
So they were up there and they confronted. They finally got to Chris Curtis today, and he was rolling in a Jeep with the doors off. And I picture like when I see like where I live, this beach is right down the road, and everyone that's driving a Jeep, they got their left foot out the door, and they're just what do you call it? They get their foot out. It's like, it looks cool.
Yeah. So no, it doesn't look cool at all. You're a complete fucking douchebag. You got no door. You're like, meh. I got my foot up on the thing. Yeah. Well, if someone fucking sideswipes you, say you're gonna be look fucking like Ted Sellers in fucking matter of seconds. No legs, gone. So you're a complete fucking asshole. Put some doors on your Jeep. You got and you got the foam bars. Like those are gonna save your fucking life. You don't even have a roof.
And what was he cranking? Born to Run?
Oh, yeah.
So that street, haven't been there, that street is like It's what I would imagine the entrance to 2 Scarborough or Dragonfly Lane looks like. It's a little bit windy. You're going in between like an industrial site and a car dealership. There's nothing around there. I mean, there's no traffic. If you're cranking, you're really pulling a D-bag move.
Yeah,
You're
it's a hardo
basically saying,
move.
"Look at me."
That's a hardo move.
Yeah, totally.
And I watched. I just seen the video for the first time, and so Mike, which he's the worst actor I've ever seen in my life. That fucking tire went nowhere near his foot, and he's
no Ric Flair. He's no Ric Flair.
He's hopping around like an asshole. and Chris, the credit to Chris for not stopping, he just kept driving away.
We're good.
So then, all day from 9 o'clock this morning until it's still going on right now, I'm seeing pictures of water buffaloes and dead brontosauruses, just like all types of
rhinoceros, elephants.
Oh God, Ari's elephant fucking post was great.
The world's fattest twins on mini bikes. It was B. Michael Gary twice. Who put that one up about the fat guy that got the operation and it was all the skin, it was all over the ground. I wanted to throw up when I saw that. Poor Mike. Mike.
And then the one of Blind Mike is Chris Curtis, fat Chris Curtis. I don't know. That was funny. I liked it.
And
nothing brings me more joy than to put. And I'm not into fat shaming, obviously, but nothing puts more joy into me than putting someone's fucking face on another person's body. I don't know why that happens, but maybe get into it this weekend.
I got a question for you guys. At what point does Intercom say, okay, they're on public property? I was there once. John's been there 2 or 3 times. Mike's been there same amount of times. At what point does Intercom say, okay, these guys are here every day. They may be on public property, but are they a threat? What's going on? I mean, how much longer does it go before you think they'll address it?
I would say when either Greg complains, or if he hasn't already. I don't know what kind of if Dale. See, Dale doesn't come in till a little bit later on,
right? But
it would take someone with, I think, some name recognition. I don't think like a lonely producer or something like that saying anything is gonna. But they also might weigh it as in if that does happen, say they do get like a restraining order or something, or file harassment charge, something. I think that would make it 100 times worse for them because Kirk is today he kind of got away from it a little bit. I think it would just start all over again, and this time it would get 100 times worse.
Now I think it's going to happen. No one's even going to be there. Greg Hill's just going to run his car into the fucking building because he's hammered in the morning. So we don't even have to be there.
Well, you know what? A name that's never brought up in this, and I don't know when he comes in, but Joe Zabano's never been mentioned in. By that I mean, nobody sees him coming in. I don't know. Maybe he comes in later on because this is before the show starts, which would make sense. But I would imagine Joe Zabano is not thrilled. And that keypad that Mike's talking about, it is literally a fence up against the public sidewalk, and the corner of the fence is right there. So Mike can stand there every single day and not do anything, but just be right next to that keypad. And I don't think there's anything they can do about it because it's public property, but it's literally inches away from the public sidewalk.
It's a little ironic. So Kirk says for $50 million, he wouldn't go back to regular
500
radio.
million.
500
million.
He wouldn't go back to regular radio, but
the end of his career. It's not worth it.
But he pays Blind Mike $25,000 to go sit on the sidewalk.
and best money spent in the business.
He said after the first one, don't involve Featherston in getting arrested, but if you get arrested, that's okay.
It's fine.
And would he even pay his bail money? I say no. What do you guys think?
No.
You know what we should do? We should start a fund for bail money just in case it happens. Yeah, we don't know who's going to get bailed out. We just start a fund.
What do you before we get out of here? Because our times are running out, and I'm going to bed. Is there anything else? I do. Anything that you guys want to talk about before we get out of here? I'll just myself. I just hope everyone goes up there and has a really good time. I think it's going to be a great time this weekend.
Let's do this. Steve from Providence. Who are you most excited to meet for the first time in Saco? Oh, who would you be?
Ooh,
most
I got
excited
mine. I got mine.
Oh, fuck you! I'm taking it. I want to meet Gig. I want to meet Gig and fucking.
Oh yeah, yep.
And his what is it, Markley?
Malaki.
Malaki.
Yeah, Tony. Tony.
That's
Tony.
the two guys. That's the two guys that I'm excited to meet.
I will say, I will echo that sentiment. Gig and Tony are the two guys I wanted to meet, even though they live right near me anyway. So, them. I think Quantum Week Chris is up there too. I want to meet him. I know Carano was in Madawaska, but I really didn't meet him.
He went to Milton's too. So for me, I can't wait to meet Gig and Tony. But my number one, hands down,
it's Tara.
Nope, John Stewart.
Right. John Stewart.
There you go.
Damn
I can't wait to meet John Stewart. Is my cup of tea. I can listen to that guy. The way he doesn't. I know, and I'm jealous of that. The way he doesn't care about when anybody else is talking about, and he's got his own agenda. I can listen to the guy all night. I can't wait to meet him. Can't wait.
Okay. All right.
And I hope he has the jacket on that you guys always talk about.
Oh yeah, that Tony Stewart jacket was fire up in Madawaska.
Yeah, fire.
Oh god, I was like, who is this guy? And then it's so funny because now the voice, when you hear him call into the show, you're like, oh yeah, the guy was wearing the Tony Stewart jacket. It was hard to hear anybody. You're so wrapped up in minus 19-degree weather, eating beans.
He seems like a really nice guy. He's also the guy that he was talking to Steve's wife out on the ice. I know you weren't there, but
don't put that dagger in deeper.
She wanted to drill a hole in the water
and jump in.
Jump in.
See, I love a guy like that. I'm telling you. He's an underrated Minifan whackpacker with all us parody callers. He's right up there. He absolutely is. He
cool story. One of the things I remember about Madawaska was sitting in the hotel in Edmonton and talking to Kirk. I saw Kirk come in. He probably looked at me and was like, oh, fuck, I have to talk to this fucking fat kid. Well, we're sitting there talking, and Tara and I think her boyfriend at the time came up. They were talking just for a minute, and then Ned Snark pokes his face out from the elevator. And Tara just looks at Kirk and goes, oh, I'm sorry. I got to go. There's Ned Snark. And she just beelines for Ned Snark and leaves Kirk in the fucking dust. Like Kirk's like,
that explains a lot. That explains a lot.
Unbelievable.
Because Kirk has been critical at points about her appearance on the middle lady. Now that explains a lot. Because he said the same thing about Robbie Fox, right?
Yeah.
Robbie Fox, someone said, hey, can you take a picture of me and Robbie? And that still chaps his ass. All right. I see it. Well, I can't wait to see you guys on set. Are you guys going over to the drive-in right at 3:30?
I am. My agenda is I'm going to go to Fort Dragonfly, and then I'm definitely heading over to the. I want to take a look at this Mincel mansion that they've been talking.
Oh, the Airbnb.
Angel Dust City. I'm dying.
Get your PCP here. Daisy Dukes Johns is going to be there, right?
Did you ever
figure out cocaine?
There was a movie in the 80s. It was called Bachelor Party with Tom Hanks.
Oh, fuck yeah. Great movie. Fire trucks. There's going to be strippers and fire trucks.
Strippers and fire trucks.
You walk inside whoever rang the door and they walk inside, they were like, you got your Quaaludes over there, you got your over there.
I gotta tell you, John is unbelievable with production. He is unbelievable, that guy. Oh my God. I don't know. Well, now I know where he has all the time in the day. I don't think he sleeps.
No, I don't think so either.
No. Nope. He is fucking Count Dracula.
I'm looking forward to seeing him, and good luck, Steve, over at the house. I hope you make it to the show.
You won't need to sleep when you leave.
Yeah, don't drink anything they offer you.
Eyes would be sauces. Your pupils, you wouldn't even be able to have pupils. They're all black, all from the mushrooms and shit.
Well, with that,
Jesus Christ,
gentlemen, safe travels. TJ, I know it's in your backyard, but to everyone else, hope everyone enjoys themselves, has a great time. I'd love to meet as many people as possible because I enjoy meeting people.
I encouraging everybody to be there. I mean, you're not going to want to miss us. It's going to be one hell of a fucking party Friday night.
This is going to be there are still tickets for sale for Sunday, from what I'm assuming. But I mean, I'm saying that like anyone that's listening doesn't know already and hasn't heard it from the show. But there are still some tickets for Sunday. Other than that, we will catch you next week. Thanks, Kirk, Steve, Mike, and especially intern Justin for helping us out
Thanks,
again.
Justin.
And we will see you guys on Friday. Take care.
Bang, bang.
Ciao, boys.